Hey guys, we are going to start our last project of the semester. It is called a Parallax website. So a Parallax website is basically one of those like never-ending websites. So you can just continue to scroll and scroll and scroll. You don't really have to worry about um, any internal links going from pages to pages. All the links are just on one page. So what I'm going to have you guys do, this is my example here. This is a 8 section Parallax website, and I did it based on Intro to Business class. So Intro to Business class is my first section, budgeting is my second section, investing, economy, accounting, credit, entrepreneurship, and then my footer down here. So that's 8 sections, right? And each of them are actually very simply designed. It's just a background image, a header, and then some sort of content. And I mixed up the content. So in this, it has 3 pictures. This one is just text. This other one is pictures with text. This one is a list of things that we discuss and a picture to go along with it. This just has a picture, and this just has some pictures of information to go along with it. This has a YouTube link um, to one of the videos, and then my footer is just going to be name copyright 2020 or name St. James Academy. Okay, I put my YouTube channel on there again just because I liked it, but you don't have to do that. Now, what you guys are going to get, this might look super complicated, but it's actually really easy. So I'm going to give you guys a page, or excuse me, files that look like this. So you will get an HTML and a CSS page, and let's just open it up so you can have an idea of what yours is going to look like. Okay, so you don't have a background there. Oh, come on. I don't know what is going on with that, but that is annoying. All right, sorry about that. My kite client has opened up for some reason, and I don't know why, but okay. So looking at this again, heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I even put a couple backgrounds in here to show you. You can put the image in your folder, like the power of compound interest. I have that one in my folder, as you can see over here. Or you can also use the URLs, which I'll show you here in just a second. So these are actually just copying image addresses here. So for example, let's open these bad boys up. And we are basically going to have an HTML and a CSS file, just like we have had before. So we have these two working side by side. Adjust this a little bit. And we connect these with our link rel style sheet, and I just called this parallax.css. That's this file over here. So these two can talk to each other. We close the head and we have the body section, section class, parallax intro, and div class parallax intro. So the intro is what it's talking to. Okay, so if you can see this intro part, I called that because that was the intro to business. That part talks to this part right here. Okay, if I want to put a background into that intro section, and again, you can change the intro section, that's fine. You could call it parallax heading. Just make sure you change this to parallax heading. Okay, now if we want to do a background, let's just say that we were going to do this about a bunch of places that we would like to travel. Okay, so I picked Italy, and I'm going to go down to copy image address, and this is just copying an image that is on Google without having to take the picture of it. And let's see if I can find, okay, here's my parallax, there's my URL. I'm going to paste that image in. It's basically pasting that image in there. I'm going to save it, and then let's go reopen, and it should be up in heading number 1. We should see that image pop up, and there is the background of the image. I probably want to adjust the height of that image so it looks a little bit better. It looked a lot better when I was looking at this picture, but apparently we just got the very top of the picture there. Okay, it gives you the basic idea. If the picture doesn't work, you can always pick a different picture. Okay, and you'll come and adjust. What I gave you guys was 6 of these sections, and you have to have 8. So you're going to have to copy and paste 2 more of these in CSS and then create 2 more of them in HTML. Remember, you'll have to replace this part of it. I called this entree for entrepreneurship, so you might have to call that whatever you decide to do. Italy, Germany, France, Canada, Mexico, whatever place. You don't have to do a travel site. It could be anything. You could do it based on your friends. You could do it based on your jobs. You could do it based on summer projects. You could do it based on classes that you've already taken here at St. James Academy. It could be based on classes that you're going to take next year. Whatever information you want to do and stuff that you want to put on there is completely up to you, okay? You can play with these padding, and you can play with the images, and then besides that, in this CSS, you can go back and remember, you can change. You could do very simply, if I want to start a let's say I want to do a selector of H2, and then I want to do a declaration of color yellow. Then every single one of my H2 selectors, when I go to put in my headings in each of my sections, all my H2 selectors are going to be yellow, okay? And you can change that, and you can do different selectors for different sections. Completely up to you. And I will put the CSS and the HTML file both onto Classroom for you guys to download. And we're going to have about 2 to 3 days to build this site, okay? So to get started on this, please let me know if you have any questions. Come see me during Thunderblock. Send me an email if you're having problems, and we'll get this going. I'm excited. This is one of my favorite types of websites to build, and they look super professional, and they're super easy. So be patient with it, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.